What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys, and today I got a special thing. Yesterday in the community tab, I asked the question, who wanted to pick the topic for tomorrow's video? Had so many good topics. A lot of stuff, yeah, we've covered before, but there's no issue in recovering things. But I want to do something special, and in today's video, I want to do a sort of Q&A to go through and answer everybody's question that responds. So, guys, before we get into the video, the giveaway is live. That link is in the description box below. So don't forget to get in for that because it's the 12th of November. We're almost halfway through the month, and the drawing is going to be held on the last day. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Excuse me. So this was yesterday's post in the community tabs. And if you don't know what the community tab is, when you go to the site, you'll have the videos, playlist, and community. And there'll be things like this posted. I try to do something every day, just something, aside that kind of goes in tandem with the video and things like that. So yesterday I asked who wants to pick the topic for tomorrow's video. 33 people of you replied to this, and 59 people, well, 58, counting me like this. So let's take a look and see. So yeah, that's underscore Nook2X said, talk about would they have the Android 13 or Broly, or when Goku fought the fat thing in Hell Janemba when he went Super Saiyan 3, and with Vegeta and Goku fused. So he's referring to movie characters here. And I did reply to him, selling him no movie characters. No movie characters. They said it, no movie characters be on the game. Now, that is the base game. I personally don't think they'll even add them via DLC because the foundation of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is purely story driven. Now, I know people are going to say the movie characters are story driven, but the only way possible movie characters would work would be like via a sub quest or something to that effect. And even then, it kind of plays or kind of messes with the story in a sense. So I don't know. And somebody, Mincy Sanchez, said, talk about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And of course, 2 thumbs up on that. We like that, man. We talk about it every day. Heyo, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. Talk about the possible power increase of transformations and if Piccolo would get a unique transformation. I did reply to that one already. I said he won't, aside from the ones in the anime. However, we did do a video talking about possible transformations in the game, or how the power will scale, and the power does scale. It is noticeable. I don't think it's like Xenoverse where or Budokai where you just get this 10% boost. I mean, I think that it is a significant jump in power, a very noticeable jump in power that makes the transformations in the game very much worth it. DBZDG said, talk about other possible mini games. One mini game that I would love to see in the game is and I'm going to reply to this right now. I would love to see the punching bag machine mini game in the game. That's something that I seen. Remember when they showed the most recent trailer? They showed the World Tournament. Excuse me. They showed the World Tournament, and in that they had the punching bag machine in the background. So I thought that was really cool, and I would like to see that as a mini game. Jaheim Santiago said, when are we getting a demo and why we need a demo? That's a good one. I've talked about that as well. 5 likes on that, so a lot of people are interested in that. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know when we'll get a demo. I think that we'll get one possibly next month. And the reason I think that is because Jump Fiesta comes out next month. I don't see one dropping like at the beginning of January, but because it's too close to release. But it is possible, and they could not release one at all. But CyberConnect 2 and Bandai has released demos for their anime games, so it is very, very possible that we could see one coming next month to kind of hype up sales for the holiday season and stuff like that. So that's that. King Scorpion says, talk about the combat system or talk about the RPG aspect of the game. And that's very, very good topic because the combat system to people on the surface seems very simplistic. However, the it's more complicated than it looks. I mean, everybody that's played an RPG knows that RPGs are based off of strategy, and this game is no different. The fighting is based off of strategy. I mean, are your opponents going to do some kind of predetermined attacks in a sense? Yeah, I mean that's one thing that would add depth to the combat system would be if the opponent that you're fighting doesn't do excuse me, random combo. I mean like pre-planned combos. If they do more randomized combos, that would definitely add to the depth of it all, but I don't think so. I think it's pretty predetermined what they're going to do. If that's the case, then you could plan against it and come up with a plan that will combat that. But all in all, I think the combat system will get more complex as the game progresses. They did mention that in an early interview about the game. And then as far as the RPG aspects of the game, I mean, it's pretty straight in your face. I mean, you have to eat and stuff to help yourself level up. You have to collect items. You have to train. I mean, you can't play this. You could play the game without doing any of that, but it's going to be heck tough, really tough. So I'm gonna put combat system. I spelled combat wrong. Combat system will progressively. If I'm spelling that wrong, I don't care. I could just right click and there we go. Progressively get more in depth as the game progresses. As the game progresses. And the RPG element does have a lot of depth. And that's true. I mean, the RPG element, there's a lot of depth to the RPG element. It's not like Xenoverse that's a fighting game with RPG elements. I heard somebody say that in a video I was watching yesterday. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot has a RPG elements. No, this is a pure RPG game. It's not RPG elements. It's an RPG game. OS says, be good if you could play as Kid Goku or possible playable villain DLC. Wishful thinking, man. But I don't think it's going to happen. The thing about this, I mean, a lot of people want that kind of what if type things. And that's all well and fine. But you can look at this game and tell that's not so much going to happen. I don't see us being able to play as villains. Mostly because they would have to literally create a backstory for the villains. You know, and I mean, Cell has a backstory, yes. But we know the beginning of his life to the end of his life. The only thing we don't know is what happened, you know, while they was waiting on the Cell games, for example. Did Cell go off and do other stuff? Now, somebody that I could see them having an actual backstory for that would be pretty interesting to play with is Frieza. Because Frieza's been around forever, and we don't know what he's done. Also, Kid Buu. Majin Buu, you know, how did it lead up to him getting put in the ball? When did he turn evil? You know, it's just so much. You know, those kinds of characters do have decent backstories I'd be interested in seeing. Turles. How was Turles as a kid? Probably like every other sane kid. 9 Road 67 said, how will Dragon Balls work in the game? Or will we get to use instant transmission for fast travel? After we learned it, either of the two will be nice. So how Dragon Balls will work? I don't know about the Dragon Balls. The thing about the Dragon Balls is they haven't said anything yet. So it's very up in the air what they could be used for. I personally feel that they will be used to advance the story. That's how I feel. Let me type that in. I personally feel they will be used to advance the story. So like you'll have to actually collect them, but they also could have in-game effects. So effects or effects? Y'all forgive me if I'm putting that wrong. So I don't know. But that's what I believe. And then as far as instant transmission, that would be cool. But it's kind of pointless because you could just access the world map and kind of go straight there. So I don't see instant transmission. You know, I'm sure they'll work it in there somehow. About summoning Shinron making wishes. I'm gonna put please see the above reply. LOL. Shenron is something that we did cover that in actually a recent video, but you know, it is something that we do need to know what's going on with the Dragon Balls. That's a big in-depth thing right there. Chris Bobo said the possibility to actually run Snake Way and do the Snake Princess mission, maybe even do the mission when Goku falls into hell, maybe even the possibility to get level up and be able to use / unlock instant transmission. So, so those who don't want to run Snake Way can just transport. Goku's journey and training in Yard Draft, the possibility to add new planets, maybe new clothing. I don't really care about the clothing. Maybe even add the Grand Kai's planet. I have a lot of expectation when it comes to this game, maybe too much, but I believe it could be a wonderful game either way. That is very true. That is very true. A lot of people would like to see Snake Way and its missions, and I would too. That's very true, man. I don't know what they'll do with Snake Way. I believe it's going to be in the game simply because the level of depth that's in this game. I don't see them missing out on anything, because one thing that they said in the interview is that they really want to. What made them another reason why they focused on Dragon Ball Z was because they looked back at the other games and they noticed, and they looked back at the anime and manga, and they said, "Wow, this has never been in the game, or this hasn't been in the game, or we haven't seen this in the game." And so they decided to do it this way and tell the story so that they can put things in the game that hasn't been in games. So, you know, that's that. So I believe they will put Snake Way in the game now. The Home for Infinite Losers, Gods and Meds, it'd be cool if they did that as well as the Grand Kai's Planet, the Other World Tournament. I've talked about that a lot as well. All of those things would be excellent to see in the game. Son, he comments a lot. He says Snake Way's total link. I don't know about that. It took days, you know. I don't think they'll do the total link. He said, just kidding. I honestly don't know what topic we should all pick. You basically discuss everything. Keep it up. Thanks, will do. You know, we would definitely keep it up. But yeah, Snake Way, I just replied to that comment kind of about Snake Way. Dark Araya said potential movie abilities. Very interesting topic. Because they've added Dragon Fist. However, I don't really know what other characters use moves that wasn't in movies, that wasn't in anime either. I don't know of any other. I mean, you got Stardust Breaker, but that was used by Gogeta. I don't know of any other movie move. I spelled movie wrong. That wasn't also used in the anime. That's the truth. I really don't. If y'all know, let me know down in the comment section down below. But excuse me. I guess I'm getting sick. We got a lot. I might not reply to all of these right here because good gracious, this is a lot. Oliver Roman says demos. How to truly worship and praise Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball. Yeah. Demos. This one was a weird kind of comment, but for legit to talk about your thoughts on the game. I enjoy your analysis of the game and how you understand how the game really works. Man, hopefully demo drops in December. And thanks for the support. I hope it does drop in December, man. I really do. Like, I don't. A demo would really help this game. I would kind of be cautious if they didn't put out a demo. Possible QuickTime events. Yes, they will be in the game. They don't want to show off the QuickTime events because, I mean, it kind of gives away, you know, the story. And we know they're in Naruto and stuff like that. Just know, I know it for sure. Like the beam battles, the beam struggles are QuickTime events essentially. You got to tap those buttons and stuff like that. Someone said, actually, DM, now that I think about it, what if Goku's spaceship training to planet Namek is a quick time event? It would be quite fun topic. Or even better, if it was just a regular mission. Probably like King Kai's planet, where we actually get to train. And that's the way that I think that that'll work out. I think that'll work out just like on King Kai's planet. I think, like I said, it's an actual mission. Trap Ninja said, talk about the World Tournament aspect of the game and how you think it will be. The World Tournament is interesting. That is an interesting one. I feel like the World Tournament, it'll be, I mean, just like a regular fight, but, you know, you'll win Zenny. So I feel like it'll be like the anime. You fight, get experience, and win a ton of Zenny. That'd be cool. Now, what I wonder is, you know, how often would it come around? X Lalo, Bear 7. Talk about what you would want to take out or add stuff that could be fun for you. I don't really want to take anything out at all. And as far as adding things, it's difficult because you don't know what else is in the game. But one thing I would definitely want to add, I don't know. I don't know about adding because I don't know what, because we still don't know what all is in the game. And as far as taking stuff out, I don't want to take anything out. And that's true. I mean, because I would go in depth about training, but I mean, it may possibly already be in the game the way that I wanted. I've discussed that a little bit. Key blast deflections. Yes, yes, yes. Give me that. Yes, we need key blast deflections. That I really should have put that right there. Sun Goten said, Easter eggs are surely in the game. Yes, they already confirmed that. And really, guys, like the Super Dragon Fist, that's actually a Easter egg. That is an attack that new people are going to be like, where'd that move come from? But the old school Dragon Ball fans know, the diehard Dragon Ball fans know where Dragon Fist comes from. We know it comes from the movie. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of an Easter egg. That they're already in the game. Sean said, talk about a potential demo and more details on combat mobility. Hope demo comes next month. And combat will get more complex as game progresses. And the reason it'll get more complex as the game progresses is because the way that the combat system works, I mean, you'll unlock different moves and things like that, and you'll have to integrate those moves. You know what I'm saying? All those moves play a big role. That's why you're able to mix them up and stuff like that. Quarter of Men said, yo, definitely cover when Goku fell off Snake Way and fell into hell, like when hell would be explorable. A lot of people are asking about this, including myself. And I hope it's in the game. And feel like it will be. That's fact. Chad or Cad Willow said, if you're Kid Gohan and you actually have to train hard to get Super Saiyan with Goku, I mean, you see Gohan does fight Goku in the trailer, so I'm sure you will, because they actually showed a clip of that where they was training in the hyperbolic time chamber. Talk about Super Saiyan Blue Tournament of Power. Honestly, I really don't see how Tournament of Power would work in this game. because I mean, let me type this real quick. This is a very interesting question. Something I was thinking about. The Tournament of Power, guys, I really don't see how that's going to work in this game because the game is single player, first of all. I know people gonna say, well, add multiplayer. So multiplayer should have been in the game. They shouldn't add multiplayer just for the Tournament of Power. But anyway, um, the issue with the Tournament of Power is that everybody was fighting at the same time. So literally, you would basically be playing the Tournament of Power from different players' perspective. You get what I'm saying? Like they would literally have to break it down into like a mission based thing, because I mean, yeah, you could play it as Goku. You would have to play it as Goku, and you could play it as Vegeta. You could play it as Gohan and Piccolo. Of course, we know Tien and Chaozu and Krillin. They was all support characters, and they're support characters in the game. I mean, you could do it, but it'll just be, they would have to really do it well. It would have to be really put together very well in order for that to work. But that's a good topic with that Tournament of Power. So, Cumney, he says here, or she, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, that's why I said that. Let's get the word out that they should be able to have the capacity to keep battle/environment the way. What they're basically saying here is like whenever they damage an environment, that it stays there. That would be cool. They should. That's basically what they're saying. Like whenever you damage a rock, like it doesn't just repopulate itself. That it stays there. Like what's a game like Days Gone? Like when you kill the zombies, they're still there when you go back. It's pretty cool. Unknown Gladiator said tomorrow's topic CC2 copy and paste. Now I'm not saying CC2 will be lazy on making the game, but what if the layout was just like Naruto Storm 4 with the epic storyline being retold and amazing cutscenes and put aside from the well-made storyline as an offline versus mode, like in the Storm series? I'm just saying they did before and wouldn't be bad if we went back to like the old Budokai series. I don't see a versus mode. I know a lot of people want that. I just don't see it. And as far as copy and paste, I mean, developers tend to follow the same guidelines for success. Roadmaps to success. That's true. All right. And then LTD Taylor, 1970. Look at that. 7.5 thousand subscribers. That is awesome. Talk about how there might be the possibility that the OG Dragon Ball story in the game, because I've seen a lot of Easter egg of Dragon Ball characters. Like when Goku was flying to the lake, I saw 3 people that looked like Pilaf, Shu, and Ma. Yeah. There definitely be Dragon Ball references and Easter eggs and side quests and Easter eggs. Easter eggs. I spelled eggs wrong. Eggs in the game, but as far as story, I mean, if they did a major story, it would be DLC. Which I would welcome that. Because I like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was really good. I spelled Easter wrong. Anyway, or I probably didn't capitalize it, whatever. Your boy Skinny. Wow, okay, well, that's that. Talk about the training system and speculate on what the character would get the most XP out of training with each character, almost like Link's and Dokkan Battle, where Goku and Gohan get more XP from each character. The same with Vegeta and Trunks. I'd like for XP to be given for length and intensity of training. I mean, if I'm wording that right, that's Okay, Big Man said definitely talk about the other potential mini games. I've talked about that. I'm gonna just put punching bag machine. All right, Budokai Gaming says, I wonder if this game will eventually turn into a trilogy years down the line, have the original Dragon Ball story, then another for Super, like Naruto Storm series. It's possible. I mean, it is. And then with the side quests, they can even go off into their own thing, kind of like Xenoverse. So they can even do that story. They can do the Xenoverse story, but in an RPG element. That's realistic too. Isaiah Smith said, will you be able to take off visuals of the damage being done? I doubt it. I mean, after all, it's an RPG. I mean, that's the truth. RPGs show damage counters. He's talking about whenever you hit somebody, it's showing the damage that's done. I've never seen where you could take that off. I'm sure some game had it. The in-game transformation mechanic and how they will work during the story and after the story. I did a video on this. And it is. It's too difficult to explain here, but if I could try. The transformations don't seem to drain any stamina. What I believe the way I believe they'll work is that they'll just require more energy to perform the same attacks. So like a Kamehameha in base form may take 20 stamina or ki, but in Super Saiyan form it may take 30 or something. That's the way I believe it'll work. I don't see it draining your stamina like flying does and stuff, simply because your stamina number isn't very big. I think even Gogeta had a 300 number for his stamina meter, and you look at an attack that take off 80 stamina. I mean, you be in base form a lot throughout the fight. So King Leon said, talk about how the Spirit Bomb is not in Goku's moveset. It will be. That's something big. They'll probably show it off in the next trailer. In the Kid Buu trailer, they'll probably show that off, including stuff from the filler. Sub Quest activated. The fillers are going to be in the sub quest. So, guys, that is it for the questions. Actually, no, it's not. I have some more here on Twitter really quick. I asked the same thing on there, and Kawasi said, how about a deeper dive into the skill tree, equipping items, and how they work in RPGs for us newbies to the RPG world, because it's certain things I personally don't understand, but I love in Dragon Ball Z. I did a video about the skill tree. But I will do that. I'll cover that because I didn't think about people who are new to RPGs, because I've been throwing hints at them inside of everything, but inside of all the videos, but we'll see. Nahum said, I would like to hear you discuss the possibility of a game having certain aspects of combat that hasn't been shown. For example, I would love to see melee clashes. Yes, they have beam struggles. And there have been games, Nahum, that have these clashes in them. We just haven't. I mean, they're not. We've played them, but the Budokai series and stuff like that, like when you would clash and you would have to spin the analog controller, and they would think it was in Rage and Blast as well. There's been games that have had those clashes. Some of them do quick time events, but the majority of them, you just spin that analog controller as fast as you can, and it accumulates hits and stuff like that. But that has been in games. They have beam struggles. Okay, so kid named Dave. I don't know about all the topics discussed before, just throwing in some mid-fight transformations, fusions, beam struggles, and end games. And I said, yeah, we hit those. a few times each. My bad. Trying to watch more content. It's all good. Just and then unlockable secret characters, maybe. But the thing about this is, guys, if there's any other questions you have, I mean, you can always refer to the playlist. Here, there is the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot one over. No, that's the short one. That's the short one. That's the one when they finally came out with the name Kakarot. If you want to look at the ones we've been doing since they announced it, it's right here. It's 225 videos, so there is loads of content there. So check that out, guys. But that's all I got for today's video, man. I'm sorry it took so long. I just wanted to make sure I answered everybody's questions. I thought about doing this in a live stream. I probably will in the future do a live stream Q&A. So check that out, guys. Also, if you're looking for a new gaming chair, check out eWin Racing's lineup of gaming chairs. Use Dmgaming and that promo code for that 25% off. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out the giveaway. That's all I have for right now, y'all. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.